went back again, lisping on with another video. After I said I wasn't gonna do videos, here I am. You know, never say never. But here I am again. So this time I want to talk about my weight loss surgery journey, because a lot of people ask me, a lot of questions about that. Thank God I've encouraged certain people to get the weight loss surgery and are having amazing results. Very happy for that. So let me just share, a little bit of my story. My story again. Your neighbor, this other person, died, blah, blah, blah. My story. Okay. So let's start. You want to start with the stats? Let me get my notes. Okay. So around 2000, I want to say 15, I met a girl. She said she had lost weight and that her insurance covered it. So I was like, I had tried Herbalife. I had tried all kinds of products. I had tried that Little Dicks before, the one I promote. I went through my insurance. They stated that, let me fix this car, get my bad angles. I went through, I believe it was Weight Watchers. I had to lose weight. Insurance needed to see that I was trying in order for them to even refer me to a doctor. So 2016 comes, I've, tried, and by try, I didn't try. I just wanted the surgery because, I heard it was an easy way out. You just get the surgery, they cut up your stomach, and you just magically lose weight. My idea, So then I got a doctor who, I changed my primary to a doctor that I had heard from a friend that was very surgery friendly, so he would approve it. So I went to him. The highest weight I remember being was around, I want to say May 2016, 110 pounds. I was like that video of that girl where the man's like, damn, that was me. In my head, I was like, damn, fuck no, me? So I was all like, okay, whatever, I guess. The scale says 410, we're gonna stick with that. So because of that, he put in a referral for a sleep test. I went and did a sleep test, and I didn't have, mind you, I was 410 pounds. I had no cholesterol, no diabetes, no pre-diabetic, cholesterol, nothing. What I did have was like sleep issues. There's something called sleep apnea. So I had that. I didn't know I had that until I was falling asleep, literally like driving. I was falling asleep at work. I was falling asleep when I was at the doctor's office. And he asked me, is that normal? Do you do that a lot? And I was like, yeah, like it happens a lot. And he's all like, okay, let me refer you to a sleep study. I went to a sleep study. I had to be there. I had to stay overnight. It was like 10 to like 5 or something like that. I had to be to work at 6. So, you get there and they have a bed set up, like if it's a room. Then, questions. They stick a bunch of things in your head and all over your body. And they, like ask you, go to sleep and stuff. I believe around 12 o'clock, the girl woke me up and she looked scared. She was like, oh my God, like you're not breathing. And I was like, what? What do you mean? She's like, you're not breathing. Like, I need to put the mask on you. And she puts this big old mask on me with like this little machine thing. What is it called? CPAP or something like that. The mask, to sleep. With that little oxygen and stuff. Put me that, went back to sleep. Girl, when I tell you it was 5 o'clock in the morning, it was time to go. I was like the fucking Energizer bunny. I was up, I was pumped. Something that like never happened. I went to work and I was active. I was walking around. I used to work security back then, because the girl was big and, so I worked security and I was walking around and everybody saw I was active and I was like, I slept with this thing. I would talk to one of my coworkers that had the surgery and she's like, yeah, that helps you. And I was like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm really not sleeping and I feel so good. So a week later, he calls me in to review the results with me. Then, he hasn't even seen the papers, so he looks at the papers and was like, whoa, he's all like, it's like, so you stopped breathing, I believe it was like 29 or 49 times in the 5 hours. He's all like, you need weight loss surgery immediately. Like, you need the machine, you need weight loss surgery, you need, now. And I was all like, okay, so where do I go? Like, send a referral. He's like, I'm going to send a referral. He sent a referral and stuff like that. And he's like, you need it. So in my head, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that surgery, the easy surgery and stuff like that. But then I was also concerned when he was all like, one day, you're not going to get oxygen in your head and you're not going to wake up. But you're just going to fall asleep and not wake up because you're going to stop breathing. And I was all like, what the fuck? Like, I'm only, 23 years old back then. And I was like, yeah, 23. And my daughter's only 3. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not going to make it, like, one of these days. Like, that sounds crazy. Like, so that's when I took it a little more seriously and started looking into the weight loss doctors in my area. And they referred me to this hospital. Mind you, I waited like 6 months for this appointment. I was so excited. I was like, there's like a waiting period or something like that. So I waited, got to the appointment for the doctor to tell me, I don't know why they sent you over here. We stopped doing bariatric surgeries like 3 years ago. I must have flipped on these people, on the insurance, on everyone. I was like, I could die any minute. But that's like my mind. Like, I could have done some changes, but no, like, I went off on them, whatever, and they referred me finally to the right doctor, which my doctor was Dr. Krahn and Dr. Chin from Western Bariatric in San Bernardino. That's where I got my surgery, at San Bernardino's hospital where they work at. And it was, there was like steps that you had to take, like the whole pre-op process. So the first step was, of course, to attend a seminar, an information seminar, because doctor didn't want you to walk in the office and ask 100 questions. He was going to explain every process, all the surgeries that were available, the changes and everything that had to happen in order. If you like what you heard at the seminar, then, they would call you back and set up an appointment. About 2 days later, they called me back and set up an appointment to see the surgeon. Usually now, I think you have to do like a bridge program where you have to lose weight before you even see a surgeon. Mine, since it was within the same year that I was doing the Weight Watchers and I didn't lose any weight. And I guess my insurance also does this thing where it's like, if your BMI is over 50 and up, like morbidly obese, then, it's automatically like, get her going. So I saw a doctor, he saw me, he said, hey, gastric bypass would be like the best option for you since you do have a lot of weight. It's reversible, and he gave me the options. I was like, okay, let me go with the bypass. So we agreed that gastric bypass was the best option for me. He also offered a celastic ring, which that's apart from the insurance. You have to pay that off your pocket, and basically they would put that on top of the stomach and it would help with the stretching of the stomach. But just because you get surgery doesn't mean that you can't like stretch it out or mess that up. Like, you could, if you continue eating how you were eating, eventually you could stretch your stomach out back to like the size it was before. So I agreed I wanted that as well. I will pay out of pocket. And then he asked me, he did say, what did he say? He said, I need you to lose 25 pounds. And if you don't lose those 25 pounds, you won't even get a surgery date. So he said, when can you start? And I said, right away, I really want this. He said, go to Costco, get Premier protein shakes, which are, the ones I'm sick and tired of now, as of now. For years I drank them. So Premier Protein, drink that, do a low carb diet, and I'll see you basically when you're ready. So this was back like, I want to say like May 2016. By, I believe it was like July. It was like June. And I had lost 38 pounds. Like, I really wanted this shit. 38 pounds I lost. They gave me surgery for August 20 something. And I was like, okay, I have some time. I'm about to start doing some food funerals. And if you guys don't know what food funerals are, it's basically when you believe that, oh, I'm not gonna be able to eat this no more. I'm not gonna be able to eat that no more, and this and that. So you start eating. I went to what was it, Buffalo Wild Wings. I went to all kinds of places, pigged out and stuff, gained a little bit of the weight, and but I was still, above that. It was 25, so I had like room to mess around, because I really thought I wasn't gonna be able to eat none of that stuff again. So I had the food funerals, then they call me like in July, like mid-July, and they're like, hey, we have an opening for July 22nd. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, like I want it, but that's like in a week. She's like, yeah, so you need to come pick up something to like empty out your stomach and some vitamins and the plan, because you have to be like on a liquid diet for like a week. So I did all that, went, got the surgery date. Then finally, like, surgery day comes. At this point, I'm at 372 pounds, July 22nd, 2016. I went in there, like, okay, we're ready. My roommate went with me, she's very helpful. Then when I got out of surgery, or like, actually, like, when I was falling asleep, the doctor was just like, think of something fun, like think about something like cool, like, and I was just like feel like you're gonna feel like you're drinking a margarita. And then like when I woke up, I guess I was laughing because of what we were talking about. So I wake up and automatically pain. I wanted water so bad, and she's like, no, you can't, because you have a history of throwing up after having anesthesia. And I was just like, I just want water. And then the pain started, the anesthesia started wearing off. And they finally take me to my room. My roommates are waiting for me. And it's just so painful. And at that point, I was like sad. I was like, I finally got the surgery that I wanted. But I was so sad that I let it get so bad to the point where I needed surgery. And that's what some people don't understand. Like, don't let it get to that point. If you're still like in the early 200s, like threes, like just try to go down. Like, don't let it get to that. Like, I feel like I could have got to like, no offense or anything, but like to those people from like my 600-pound life, I had no medical issues. I could have just kept on going and going and going. And like, if you knew me, I was making outfits, man. Like, I was, making a bikini out of a romper. Like, I was just making it work with the 3X, 4X, 5X. I don't know what size I was. I was size leggings at one point. And sports bras. XXXL sports bras. I was like, didn't even know what size I was. I think the last thing I saw was like a 24. And that was like back in the 300s. That was way like back there. So, I felt like sad. I was crying. I was crying, not because of pain. I take pain well. But it was that I let it get that bad. Now I'm in a hospital bed, like in pain, because I let myself go so bad. So bad. And when you do the pre-ops, you also go through a psych evaluation. And in my psych evaluation, he asked, why did I think I was big? And I explained to him, I was like, well, I'm Latina, I'm Mexican, Hispanic. When a baby is born, we do baby showers. It's somebody's birthday, parties, funerals, food everywhere. We celebrate everything with food. The classic, soccer classic, food. I grew up with food. And then my dad's side of the family, they're heavyweight. They're on the bigger side. My mom's side of the family, big. Diabetics and stuff like that. So I was like, he agreed that it was also a genetics. So I was like, I grew up like that. I don't know anything else. Because I guess there's some people that turn to food when they've had some trauma in their life, and he saw that wasn't the case for me. So he approved for me to get the surgery. And he did mention that the one thing that everyone says, like even older people, because I was in a pre-op class with people that were like 50, 60. They all agreed, along with the psychologists, that they should have done it sooner. They would do anything to have done it way earlier in life, and they were glad that I was doing it at the time I was doing it. So I was like happy about that. Then we're in it's post-op. I'm in the hospital. I think I was there for about 2 days. I remember as soon as the medication was wearing off, they came and, you know, told me to hold on to a pillow. And they told me that they were gonna give me some liquid Norco. And I was like, okay, you know, medicine, it's liquid, I should be fine. They give me the liquid Norco. I immediately gag and yell. And the nurse is like, please don't yell. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean don't yell? Like, this shit fucking hurts. And my roommate's like, breathe, breathe, breathe. That hurt so bad. I felt like my insides were gonna like burst open. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was so painful. And again, there you have me like crying and sad. Like, why did I let it get to this point? And then, you know, I go home, you know, and that's when I start realizing how bad food addiction is. It's bad. So my roommate cooks, I think, like chorizo. She was making some like breakfast, and I was in my room crying because I could not have none. I was not hungry at all, and I was devastated that I couldn't have that because it smelled so good. It's like you just want to eat and you're not even hungry. It's just like a custom that we have. So, you know, that was like very hard for me. Going to parties and stuff like that began to get pretty hard for me. So it was like a eye opener to see how food plays as a comfort in a lot of our lives. So what else? You know, I did the pre-op. You know, I had the surgery. It took about week 1 was like liquids, clear liquids. If we couldn't see through it, we couldn't eat it. So it was popsicles. It was like broths, soups, like that. My mother-in-law made me some bomb soups and stuff that, you know, I survived on instead of the canned broth and stuff. It was nasty. Let's see, the week 2 was full liquids. I was doing the Premier protein shake again. I was doing Jello. I was doing watered down yogurt, things like that you could like basically eat with a straw. Then I believe week 3 I began with the soft foods. That's when I was doing the liquids, I even like posted like on our little support page. I was like, why am I not getting full? Did the surgery not work for me? And everybody was commenting like, wait, you haven't had any food. That's just basically going through you. It's just liquids. And I was like, man, here we go. It's just my luck. This shit didn't work for me. Then I had, for the first time, I had scrambled eggs. I grabbed a spoon, you know, ate it, chewed, and then like went down. I want to say like 2 minutes later, I had like, it's like it came right back up, and I just had to go and vomit. 1 spoon. When I used to eat like Mount Everest of food, and I was like, dang. So, you know, I started preparing little things like mashed potatoes, like cottage cheese, started getting creative with foods. And literally I would buy the Tupperwares that are 4 ounces where you like store like leftover like salsa or like little like containers. I wouldn't even finish that sometimes. And then when I was like, okay, dang. So I want to say my first month I lost about, I want to say like 30 pounds or something like that. Like, it was pretty fast. It was pretty fast. By November 2nd, I was down 100 pounds, 110 pounds. So I was at 300 pounds. And it was like, you know, I took my picture, I was feeling myself, you know, because mind you, even though I was, you know, a very big girl, I didn't feel like that. I felt like I was just like everyone else, that I could dress like everyone else, and you know, I would get creative and make my own clothes, and if not, I would like stretch that mother effer out in order to fit with it, because I was not going to stay behind just because I was fat. My confidence was never a problem. Actually, I felt like after all the weight loss, I was having some self-esteem issues because of, you know, the skin and stuff. What's something that some of the side effects were, I believe, gallbladder stones, hair loss. The hair loss is crazy. Like, you will lose hair. I'm still 4 years out and feel like my hair is not back. I used to be Moana, now I'm Hoana. No. So it's like it all like, there's like these side effects. I did get the stones but I just had about 2 episodes, and they said sometimes they go away on their own. I feel like that happened because I never had an episode again in the last 3 years. The hair was, you know, a big thing. You are to drink vitamins for life, for life, for life, for life. And I felt like I drank 3 months of vitamins and decided to not drink that ever again. So by the time I'm trying to get, you know, reconstructive surgery, I'm anemic. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. You can't drink water with food anymore, you know, because it goes down fast. And it also, yeah, it makes your food go down fast, and then you're hungry again. Because the first couple weeks of surgery, you won't feel hungry. It's just psychological. But because I believe they cut a portion of your stomach that produces that hormone that gets us hungry, that connects to the brain, tells us we're hungry. But the body's incredible, and with time it starts producing that hormone again. So that's why they tell you, like, the first couple months, take advantage and get used to, you know, that new lifestyle, because you will get hungry eventually again. So that started happening. I believe I hit a plateau from November to April 2017. I lost no weight. On the contrary, I started gaining like little pounds. Then I thought to myself, like, after a couple months, like, I worked so hard to get this surgery, so I'm not gonna take advantage of it. No, F that. So that's when I started, you know, getting more creative with the low carb, you know, by doing like cauliflower mashed potatoes and, you know, all that stuff that started coming out back then with the cauliflower and the low carb and Atkins bars and all those Premier protein shakes for like my everyday. Then I started working again, and I found the product Redotix it's a appetite suppressant from Mexico, and along with that, I believe in 6 months, I want to say from May 2017 to like Thanksgiving, I had lost 100 more pounds along with that. So it's like, I really thought the surgery was gonna be it. That was gonna be it. It was gonna be the way out, you know, the easy way. But no, after those 100 pounds, it was my turn. It was my turn to step up and like do what I had to do. So yeah, I got some help from that, you know, appetite suppressant, because like I said, that hunger comes back. Those ideas and those that food addiction hits right back up, and that's when, you know, I started doing the Redotix. I started looking up the whole keto thing, and it worked out. It worked out. I lost 100 pounds. And that's when the skin started coming through. The skin, I just felt like, was everywhere. I drank a lot of water. I didn't drink my vitamins. Maybe that played a part. Let's see. I didn't exercise much because, you know, I just felt like I didn't have time. I still go to the gym now and I don't know what the hell to do. So if you're a little trainer or something and, you know, you want to give me a little class or tone me up or stuff, I'm so down for that. But let's see. I also, what else did I do differently? I think I was just working helped a lot too. And without knowing, I was fasting. So when I ran into IF, intermittent, my bad, the list, tongue ring, fasting, that's when I was like, hey, like, I do that, like, not purposely, like, I actually do that. And that's what I think played a big part of me losing those 100 pounds in like in that time frame. So you know, the holidays passed by, everything's good, you know, lost the weight. Then March, April comes, you know, I'm living my best life. I'm down to, you know, 200 pounds, you know, I'm feeling myself, you know, I was like 17, last time I was like 180. Boom, I get pregnant. Dang, like, he got me. So I get pregnant, and, you know, I was like, okay, you know, we wanted a kid, you know, I got off birth control and stuff like that, but, you know, it took me like about a year for it to happen, you know. And then I go to my, you know, like 2-month appointment. You go to the first one, get your pregnancy test, whatever. Then I go to my next appointment, and doctor does a transvaginal ultrasound. He's like, you're having twins. And I was like, what? what do you mean twins? Like, twins don't run in my family, twins don't run in his family. What do you mean I'm having twins? I'm just like thinking about the weight gain. Like, it's like so depressing to see that scale drop. And then, you know, it's gonna start going up. Yes, it's because of a baby. Yes, you know, you can lose it later. But just like, you're just like you're on a rant, going down. And then you have to stop everything you're doing because, you know, life, you're creating life, and, you know, the weight's just gonna start going up. So that was like really, really hard for me. In my pregnancy, I gained 70 pounds, I believe. I went up to 270, like when I was about to give birth. And I thought, I was like, I'm having twins, I have 2 placentas, 2 bags, I'm gonna drop like 20, 30 pounds out the hospital. Girl, I lost like 10 pounds. The babies, and that's it. And, you know, for a while, I couldn't do anything because I developed an infection after my C-section. Ooh, girl, I'm showing all the legs, you know, all the fajas. So that, you know, kind of put a hold on me trying to lose weight right away, trying to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. After, you know, I want to say about February, March, April came by, my babies, you know, I lost my weight. I got down back to my pre-pregnancy weight, you know, because you have twins, you think it's cute, you know, they look cute in pictures, it's cute, 2 at a time. No, you can't eat, can't do anything with twins. Well, my twins specifically. But then I had, you know, some relationship drama, you know, like around April, and I lost 10 pounds like in a week. So that was the only thing that came good off of that. I lost 10 pounds. I fasted like crazy, you know, and I was doing keto on top of that. So I was fasting for like the whole day, and I would just have like, you know, string cheese and egg, and like I did that for like a week or like 10 days and lost 10 pounds. So now I'm down to like 190. And then, you know, again, I'm working, I have twins. Now I'm getting really into the keto and the fasting, and, you know, and it's just, you know, another 10 pounds. Like, you know, it was around, I want to say it was like, I made some notes, girl. I want to say it was like around August, you know, July, August, when I hit my 3-year mark, that I hit my 180, and that was my goal weight. That's what I wanted to weigh. I wanted to get back to when, you know, like the lowest weight I ever seen, you know, since I was little. So I'm at 180. People say I look bony. People say I look this. People say I look that. So, you know, it felt good to finally get there. And like, especially when you hit that 100, like I have a picture, you know, I'll show you, I'll pop it up right there. When I hit that 199 pounds, like I wanted to cry. Like, it was just like, fuck, like I'm down where you could say like, oh, I'm 100 and something. Oh, not almost 200, not like down, but I'm 100 and something. That's all you gotta know. So like, I was finally in Wonderland, what they call, and it, you know, it felt really good. It felt good, like, you know, getting attention, and, you know, like, that's something that I didn't realize, like, how people were gonna act and how people were gonna talk to you, like, from being this big girl. You know, nobody ever asked me how my day was going. Nobody was like, you know, give 2 shits of how my day was going. And now, you know, I would go to the store, and it was like, oh, how's your day? Oh, I like your outfit. Oh, I like this. I like that. And like, just to treat, even at work, like, people, when I was bigger, I felt like people thought I couldn't do certain things because I was like a little bit on the heavier side, but I did not give a fuck. I don't know if you're Latino and you know what Caballo Dorado is, you know, the fast one. I didn't give a fuck if my heart was beating and about to pop out of my chest, but I was not fucking like, I was not gonna be a sucker and walk out of that shit and people are gonna be like, oops, she walked out of that because, you know, she big and she can't take it no more. Hell no. I would stay and dance the whole song or dance the whole night or wear my big old heels and all that, because they were not gonna target me for being big. Like, I was wearing flats to the club because I'm big, or, you know, I'm wearing this big old outfit because I'm big. No, like, I was not gonna stay behind. I always made that a fact. got ready, and just like this, big version of me, same person, same attitude, same confidence, same all that. So that's something that didn't change, that I like about myself. I just don't appreciate that. You know, I'm the same person. I'm the same exact person, and people want to act different now because I look a certain way, which I'm still me. You know, these like guys and people just like complimenting you now, like people that wouldn't like look at you or bullied you in high school, because let me tell you, they tried it in high school, but they knew me, and you know, if they tried me, you know, they knew what was happening. So you know, that was kind of hard to realize that this world is, you know, appearances are everything. They really are. First impressions are everything. They really are. So went a little off topic there, girl. You know, just because it's true. It's just like things that happen with change. It comes along with the process. People, sometimes you realize that it doesn't matter who you are or what you know. Sometimes it's what you look like, and that sucks to realize that. So you know, and now I've been maintaining it ever since I had the twins, and you know, I ended up dropping down to my goal weight with fasting. So the last 20 pounds, I could say, were mostly fasting. And today still, I maintain myself through fasting. Like today, I just ate like once. I had like Wingstop, you know, just the wings, buffalo, ranch, not too high in carbs. I should be good. I should probably stay the same or lose a pound by tomorrow. That's how that works. And I talked to doctors, you know, people are like, no, fasting is so dangerous, and keto, that's high fat. I thought it was high fat until I started looking into it, and I was like, okay, you know, it sounds cool. Like, I'll have like a pound of carnitas and, you know, lose some weight. I'll take it, F it. So I asked my doctor about it. He said it was completely fine. He even referred me to some doctors on YouTube, like, who do you watch? And I was like, oh, Dr. MD Barry, or like this other doctor, what's this called? Atina, or something like that, that focuses a lot on longevity and fasting and stuff, and autophagy and all that, you know, helps you heal from the inside by fasting. So, you know, he referred me, and that's when I was like, okay, like, this is legit, because usually other doctors will be like, breakfast is very important, never skip breakfast, never do that. And to see that doctors are like getting with the getting modern with the fasting and all that, and recommending it to people, I love it, and I plan to live like this forever. You know, maybe I'll lean towards vegetarian soon, because I'm fucking tired of meat. Like, I've been doing that for 4 years. Like, maybe for a while I'll do that. You know, they say you live longer. They say, you know. You know, that was my experience with the weight loss. Like I said, if you're choosing the route of weight loss surgery, just keep those things in mind. It does have side effects. It has its side effects. I happen to run into like 3 or 4 of them, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it. I motivated some people to get surgery, and they look amazing. Let's see. I'm sorry if I say too much. I'm new to this shit. I'm not good with cameras. I don't like people observing me. You know, I feel like, you know, I got my bad angles. You guys are watching all the things, you know, I'm self-conscious about, because yes, everybody has little confidence issues. And you would think now, people have asked me like, oh, you must feel amazing right now. Like, I've always felt amazing. Like, confidence was not the issue. The issue was just me being real big. People, you know, like, concerned about my health, which I had like no major health issues. But I just wanted to, you know, like, I'm all for like BBW, heavy duty, 4x4, chubby, all that, whatever. It's, you know, it's fun. I like it. I like, I liked how I was. You know, my family like always pumped me up for being who I was. That I didn't care, as long as I make baby fat and 4X. Like, who cares? Be that bitch. But at one point, little things like when you have kids, like not fitting in the rides at the fair, that's kind of discouraging. Sex, like, now that I think about it, I tell like my partner, like, boy, like, I was on top of you at 410 pounds. Like, I should have, like, you know, took your pulse while I was up there. You know, that's like, those are things that you just think about the other people. You don't think about yourself right there. I thought about myself, like, clothes wise, like looking cute wise, but I thought about my daughter and my partner in that aspect. Like they can't do certain things. They would never tell me anything about my weight ever. But like once I like started losing the weight and like, oh shit, like I actually fit in the seat, and I barely fit in the seat. It was like 250 pounds or something like that. I was like barely on it, but I was finally on it, and I was able to go on rides with my kid. I was able to be in Disneyland and get on the rides and not kind of like double look at the seat, or like, you know, go to knots and not like feel like you're gonna get a freaking like a rib broken or something with the seat squished so bad, or them, you know, having to check if they had a weight limit or something like that, or a girl breaking the chairs. I think I broke like one or two. I know one for sure. And I acted like, oh, fucking chair, man, like pinche silla, like, ah, fucking old ass shit. And like the people that were around are like trying to play along with me, like, oh yeah, it's because that shit was fucked up already. Like, no, bitch, your big ass broke that shit. And it was like, you know, those little things that kind of like got me like going and stuff. But for whatever reason, if it's for health, if it's just for you, if you want to go please somebody, if dang, no privacy. For whatever it is, you know, do it for you. Do it because you want to. Do it for your own reasons. Don't do it because somebody's pushing you. If you're not sure about it, it's scary. It's surgery. They're moving like your intestines, or making your stomach the size of an egg. It's a process. It's something different, and you do feel different. And I feel like you're never the same ever again. And eventually, you will be able to eat like a burger and all that. At first, it was just like, you know, they tell you eat you know, this size meat, and then the vegetables, and then the carbs, you know. But by the time you're like at the meat, like you're done. Like that's it. Like, you know, like it's hard, you know, it takes forever to process. Today still, like there's days where I was like, oh, okay, for sure, like I was able to eat more than, you know, did I mess up my surgery already? But then they have this thing called a pouch reset, where you kind of like go back and start from like liquids for like 2 days, and then like soft foods, and eventually like it goes back to small. Like that's pretty amazing. When I felt like I was eating too much already, I would go back and do that. When I was pregnant, I was able to eat everything, like everything. My kids were like, you know, their nutrition was like Oreos and chili cheese fries and bagels with cream cheese, like a lot of that. And it's like your body knows that you need that, so it lets you. And then like as soon as I gave birth, it was like my stomach was back, like it was back to normal. And, you know, started doing all that stuff again. And, you know, it's all about taking care of yourself, because don't think like, oh, I just got surgery, I'm never gonna go back. You could gain weight. Everything has a setback. Like if you stop the lifestyle and you start doing what you used to do, you're gonna get back to where you were. Just like everything. There's no magic pill, there's no magic surgery, except, you know, tummy tucks, or, you know, which is the same, they're logical. There's nothing magical. It's all you, the hard work you do, the maintenance you do. Like how bad, like I don't even look at food anymore, right? Like sometimes, like I love pupusas, I love tamales. My family's from Michoacan, so they have this thing called moriscata, where it's like rice, beans, and like pork, and you mix it all up, like a little spread. Like I like shit like that is worth it, but a burger, pizza, that's not worth it. Like it's like not worth gaining some weight, or not worth throwing me off ketosis. It's not worth it. There's certain things, you know. And I always tell people, like, don't just feel like you're on a diet. Don't go for salads. Get creative. There's Pinterest, there's YouTube, there's all kinds of stuff that you could get creative with. So, you know, like, again, words of encouragement. Do what you guys want. Do you be you. Just